First known as the Meadowlands, EA Sports welcomes you to MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Miami Dolphins and the New York Jets. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. Should be a wet one. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. They'll run here. This is Devon Achane. And he's going to be stopped at the line. No gain. Great way for the defense to open up here at home.
This defense wanted to come out early in this game and take the fight to the offense. And boy, did they ever set the tone on the very first play, keeping that carry to no gain.
That's over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Nick Westbrook-Akine there. And it's going to bring up a third down.
The whole idea of that short pass is designed to get the ball into the hands of the receiver in space and let him do the rest after the catch. But the key word there, Mike, is get the ball into the hands of the receiver. He doesn't secure the catch, so there is no run after.
And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down. Punt team comes out. Dolphins going to kick it away. This one fielded out beyond the 25. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. They'll run here. It's Breece Hall. They converge on him quickly. He'll only get a couple. It was Tyrel Dodson that time on the tackle. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Fields. There's a short one caught by Taylor. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. A gain of 17 yards. Good for a Jets first down. Here's Hall. He'll push forward for about a yard. Play is made on defense by Jordan Brooks.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Second down, it's Fields. They'll set up the screen to Hall, and he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here's a third down and 4. Working out of the gun, it's Fields. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up fourth down.
We're starting to see a lot of this on third down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these third down conversions. So you know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball, and in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up fourth down.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. On the ground to start the drive, it's Achane. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a 1st down.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up 1st downs without having to get to 3rd down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
He'll get this complete. Nick Westbrook-Ikhine. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. They get 12 yards on that pass. Good for a Dolphins 1st down. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. The outside, that's caught by Hill. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
Now a 3rd and 2. From the gun, here's Tua. That's into the hands of Eskridge. And he's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9. Tua going to give it to Achane. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a 1st down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line.
Oh, a loose football. But I think the Dolphins are going to be able to hold on. And indeed, they will keep possession.
So even though they avoid the turnover, this is still a play that they're going to coach hard off of. They're going to bring guys into the meeting room next week and say, hey guys, we're not always going to be so fortunate. The ball is not always going to bounce our way. Anybody who handles the ball from the center to the quarterback to any of the ball carriers, the most important aspect of team offense is protecting the ball at all costs.
It is 3rd and long. They'll bring Waller in motion here. Throwing on 3rd down, Tagovailoa. That's going to be incomplete, and it'll leave just enough time for one final play in this opening quarter. So on 4th down, the Dolphins turn to Jason Sanders for the field goal try. Now the Jets going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down's looming. Jason Sanders on to try the field goal. This one from 39 yards out. And he missed it. It's no good. So we've come to the end of a fairly evenly played opening quarter. 0-0 is the score. We're back to upstate New York in just a moment. We're going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. He was looking for Malachi Corley, and it'll be third down. To throw is Fields. He's got his man, complete to Wilson. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Big gain for the Jets there. 42 yards. Play action now for Fields. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Fields from the gun on third down. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
And on third down, what they're trying to do, Mike, is just get the ball out of his hands quickly and into the hands of one of his playmakers, but he just doesn't focus through the catch. Lapse of concentration, ends up in a drop, and falls incomplete.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. On the handoff, here comes Hall. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss. That's a big-time play by a really good player.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Off the play action, here's Fields. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he lost the football. And the Dolphins come up with the turnover. The defense comes up with a play in the red zone. Those active hands get to the quarterback, knock it out, and they come up with the recovery.
Mike, we see this from time to time down here when an offense is operating in the red zone. The field shrinks, coverage gets a little bit tighter. Quarterbacks tend to hold the ball a little too long, and that's exactly what came back to bite him right here.
Out of the pistol, here's Tua. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Tua. A throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete. Jalen Waddle, the intended target. Third down coming up.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes, so give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and
that's over the middle and intercepted. And he's gonna give his offense a short field to work with as they look for their first points of the game.
I've been around certain quarterbacks, Mike, that loved throwing the ball in the rain, and other quarterbacks who were very uncomfortable. It looks like this one kind of got out of his hand, a little wonky, and that ball gets away from you just enough. It's going to end up falling into the wrong hands and go the other way.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. He'll try the right side with Hall, and he'll try to keep his footing, manages to work it ahead for a couple of yards. Second and 7. They'll go again with Hall. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. A gain there of 20, and the Jets have a first down.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. And next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
Fields quickly to Wilson. And he is out of bounds at the 2-yard line. A gain of 11, and it's 1st and goal.
So first off, nice job picking up enough for the first down. But I got to be honest, Mike, when he caught it, I thought he was going to put his foot in the ground and get physical and run through contact and try to score. I'm not so sure why he just so quickly ran out of bounds, even though he was able to pick up the first.
Mason Taylor, the tight end, the intended receiver. And it'll be 2nd and goal. Now Fields. That is caught to the goal line and in. Breece Hall. Touchdown, Jets. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. The quarterback, with all of his eligible receivers available, uses the back out of the backfield that time, Greg, to take it to the end zone.
And when your running back, Mike, is a valid threat in the passing game, man, it just gives you so many options. And in this case, it was the running back that was the open target. He's able to put the pass on the money. Easy 6 points.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. On the return, here comes Davis. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. A play fake. Now Tua to throw. That's complete. It's Jalen Waddle. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down.
And it's his first catch of the game, and it ends up being a good one. All week long, we talked about how this dominant secondary wanted to take away their best targets. And he continues to make plays like that. Their top 10 ranking could take a hit by the end of this one.
And he'll just hope to stay on his feet here, picking his way forward for a gain of about 4. 2 minutes remain. First half in a 7-0 game. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. To throw is Tua. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
He was looking for Devon Achane coming out of the backfield. And now it's fourth down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring fourth down right in the face.
Looking up through the raindrops. No issue there, though. Fair catch, called for, and taken successfully. First down, Fields. That's right side and caught by Taylor. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Oh, in trouble, and down he goes. Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts. We'll talk things over before third down.
Well, as they face this possible 3-and-out following that second down sack, now if you're the quarterback, you've got to be thinking, get the ball out of my hand, find a matchup I like downfield, and try to push this ball past the sticks and keep this drive alive.
Throwing now on third and long. He'll air it out deep for Wilson. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is fourth down. On comes the punt team now for the Jets, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now Tua. Quick throw out wide. It's caught. And he's out of bounds on the pass play, but that's good for 8 yards.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Here's Tunga Vailoa. On the run to the right. That's caught downfield by Waddle. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns?
And he's not going to get away. They'll stop him back at the 3. The Dolphins going to use their final timeout here, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Back up to the 3. It's 2nd and goal. Here's 2. That's hauled in at the 2. And he's close to the goal line but didn't get in. Good job to make sure he doesn't cross the plane. And now it's 3rd and goal. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Devon Achane. Touchdown, Dolphins. That touchdown puts him in double digits. Now 10 rushing touchdowns on the season. The extra point by Sanders is good, and the Dolphins will level things out at 7 apiece. So, a new ball game. We are all tied. Final moments of this first half as the kick's away. Set to return is Xavier Gibson. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. A touchdown apiece, 7-7 the score as we begin half number 2. Here comes the return from a yard or two deep. Get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line. The drive begins with a run, and it's Hall. And a strong first down run, a pickup of 9, setting up second and short. Another run here with Hall. They tackle him at the 38, but that run is good enough to pick up the first down.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. Second and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
Fields now to throw on first down. He'll swing this one out to Hall. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
They give to Hall. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on third down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on first and second down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in third and pass too often in today's NFL.
And he's very close to a first down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
Now the Jets going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down is looming. On now comes the punt team for the Jets. On the return, it's Hill. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. They'll start on the ground. It's Achane. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. Jamian Sherwood there to meet him. From the 21, here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw is Tua. And he finds Tyreek. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. The backfield empty here for 3rd and 2. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. That's caught. It's Westbrook-Ikhine. A gain there of 11. First down, Miami.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
He was trying to get that one to Darren Waller. And it'll bring up second down.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down with it.
This one caught by Waller. And he'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, pitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
2 now on third down. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up fourth down. Punt team headed out for the Dolphins. Oh, how about that hit? Wow. He took a pretty good lick at the end of that one. On the handoff, it's Hall running right. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7. Here's a 2nd and 3 from the 33. They will run it over center with Hall. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
11 yards on the pass there. Good for a Jets first down.
Just a really good play design that time, Mike, from the offensive coordinator. They match up one of the most explosive playmakers in the NFL with a hook curl defender, and he's just not able to match up with one of the best route runners in the league.
And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing.
And he's going to have a first down as he's taken down on what is the final play of this third quarter. From the shotgun, it's Fields. That's complete. It's Arian Smith. He'll be out of bounds. That's a decent pickup of 5 on first down.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Shotgun snap and a give to Hall. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up third down.
And after that short run, it puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
3rd and 2. Here we go. Working out of the gun, it's Fields. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Possibly the play of the game right here. It is 4th down. Fields to throw for it. That's taken in, and he's going to have the 1st down. An aggressive call there, but it works out as they convert on 4th down. A run here with Hall. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 1. Now it's a bootleg with Fields. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force 3rd down. Now an injury timeout, and that's Breece Hall, who's struggling a bit after that play. He'll try and run for the 1st down with Edwards. And he will easily pick up the 1st down. They've got 1st and goal coming up.
That's a heck of a run right here, Mike. Tie game, 4th quarter. Everything's on the line. Can you win in the trenches? Can the threat of that run continue to balance off the pass? And that's a big gain there as they try to go take this lead.
They'll run. It's Hall. Whoa. A 2nd effort, and he is in. Breece Hall. Touchdown, Jets. Well, that's his 2nd touchdown of this one, and he's got a half dozen for the year. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the 4th quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now the pressure shifts to your defense. Your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this 4th quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. Here comes D. Eskridge on the return. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. He'll get this out to the left flat. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd down and a yard. Tagovailoa working out of the pistol. That one into the hands of Hill. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
Well, it wasn't the most exciting throw of the day, but I want you to watch, Mike, is the suddenness of the route runner. Change of speed, change of direction. Those are the qualities of great route runners, and this guy's certainly one of them.
And he'll be forced out of bounds a yard or so shy of the marker, but it is a gain of 9 on 1st down.
Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a 1st down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
To the air again, Tagovailoa. That is caught left side by Waddle. And he will score! Jalen Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. his 4th TD grab of the season. A huge touchdown there in the 4th quarter, and now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball game.
All even. 4th quarter, everything we wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? From a yard deep, he's going to bring it out. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. This is 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the gun, and it's Hall. And he'll just hope to stay on his feet here, picking his way forward for a gain of about 4. 2 minutes to play in regulation. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. They'll come up now for 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
The game is there for the taking. They control their own destiny, but this brings up a really big 3rd down here. But remember, they don't have to force it and push the ball past the sticks. Even if they come up short, they still have 4th down in their back pocket to try to extend this drive and see if they can pull out the win here late.
There's a short one caught by Taylor. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. It's a gain of 28 as they convert on 3rd down. Plenty of time, plus 2 timeouts at their disposal. It's 1st and 10. Hall. And he will slosh his way forward on the wet surface for a gain of a yard. 2nd down, 8 yards to go. To throw is Fields. That's to the outside. He's got Smith. And he'll get about 7. Still short of that 1st down. And they'll try to convert it on 3rd down. They'll go with the sneak. They'll bring him down right at the 35, but that is good enough. They pick up the 1st down.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that 1st down. But this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the 1st down.
A throw left side, but it's incomplete.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2 minutes. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. And after that 1st down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder. What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain. That one caught by Smith. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15. Now a timeout, Jets. It'll be their 2nd. They stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. This offense still has the 1 timeout to use. 1st and 10 coming up now. They'll run it with Hall. And he's taken down, and now they can take this all the way down, call the timeout, and set up the game-winning field goal try. So on is the kicker, Harrison Mevis, in a big spot. This to win the game. This kick is good. And that very likely will be a game winner. And that's just got to be a great feeling over on that sideline, Mike. I mean, an excellent job by this offense to give yourself a chance to win it. And then this kick. I mean, what's left to be said? It was never in doubt, and it's going to lead this team to a victory.
And it's a poor kick here. Doesn't even make the landing zone. That means the ball's going to come out to the 40-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. In motion, it's Waddle. One last throw here for Tua. He's got a man, Westbrook-Ikhine. And he'll be taken down, and that is going to do it. The comeback falls short. Time runs out. This game is over. So this one in the win column for the Jets. They get the home victory here in the division in the first of their 2 scheduled matchups. Have a chance to go for the season sweep on the road later in the season.